What's the difference between separated and legally separated? A lot of people call my office and you know what? They've had difficulties in their marriage and they've decided to take a break and moved out and they think that they're legally separated, but they're not. And you should really know the difference if that's something you are doing or thinking about doing. I'm Catherine Miller. I'm the founder of the Miller Law Group, and I've been a matrimonial attorney in New York for over 30 years. And so over the years, I've realized that this is really a problem that people don't understand. So here's the difference. You are just separated unless you've signed a document. And the document says that it gives you permission to live apart. And believe it or not, at least in New York, as husband and wife or two spouses, you have an obligation to live together. Now, no one is going to come and arrest you if you don't do that. It gives the other person the right to get divorced, and that's not an issue anymore. It used to be, but it no longer is. So if you sign a document that includes this permission to live apart as if unmarried, it often also includes really some substantive changes in your relationship, in your legal relationship, that will be really important should you decide to get divorced, but will actually give you some protections. And here are some things you might want to think about. Your kids, if you've got minor children, how are you sharing their time? And do you have an understanding about when they're going to see each parent and how you're going to handle holidays and vacations and discipline and things like that, decision making? That's one thing you might want to think about. Another thing is cash flow. How are your expenses being paid and what will happen with each person's income during this trial separation period? And if you do want to work through into a divorce and really think about finally ending your legal relationship, then it will also include things about asset distribution. And there are a whole bunch of other things, life insurance, estate planning, a lot of things to think about. But if you just separate and you don't have an agreement that specifies who's going to do what and how, then you are really potentially exposing yourself to some risk. And you should talk to an attorney about it just to know what you don't know. If you've got any questions about legal separations, or divorce or anything like that having to do with marriage law, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about it. Thanks for listening.